Okay. So, would you like to introduce yourself for record purposes now? Uh, no. Okay, great. You have gone through the first session, the recording.
I've
You're
gone
muted.
I've gone through just one third of the beginning. I didn't get to catch up all the way, but I'm
So you can check it as and when you get time, and
I,
that will be beneficial because in that session I covered the common approach, my approach, what I can cover in this course, what I cannot cover in this course, so that will give you a good idea. Today's session is more about how chart is made. Okay, how a astrological chart comes into this comes into picture for all of us. Okay, so that we are going to discuss. Let's begin. Okay, so this is how a normal astrological chart looks like. This part of the board. Okay, this picture. Okay, this is called a diamond shaped chart. Okay. Uh, why diamond shaped? Because if you see all the boxes, they are like shape of a diamond only. Okay, so they are, and this is called a diamond shaped chart. This is more common in North India. Okay, in South India they use like square shaped chart. Okay, and obviously Western astrology is round shaped chart. Okay, the globe, which I feel is like more accurate because Earth is round. So like presenting the chart as a globe is more relevant rather than presenting it like this. They all represent the same information. So it is not that this chart is correct or that chart is correct. Everything is correct. It depends on where you are comfortable. I am comfortable with this chart. Okay, this from my childhood and all. I'm looking at this chart, so I'm comfortable with this. Okay. So first, like basic understanding is chart is divided into these 12 boxes. Okay, which we call 12 houses. Okay. So your chart is nothing but the picture of sky at the time of your birth. Okay, what was going into the sky at the time of your birth. That is how we can understand it. Now, what is total degree of sky? 360 degree, right? 360 degree round. What are how many houses are there? 12 houses. Okay, 12 like 360 divided by 12 is equal to 30 degree. Okay, so that means one house is about 30 degrees long. Okay, one house is 30-degree long. This is in Vedic system where it is called equal house equal sign system. Okay, so in Vedic system every house is 30-degree long and every house has a corresponding sign that is also 30-degree long. Okay, we will discuss that. There are some systems like this like Placidus system, Cook system, where like a sign can be larger than 30 degree and sign can be smaller than 30 degree. That is different thing because of again different systems and all. Now understand the counting always begins from here. Like this is always the first house if you just see it. Okay, this is always the first house. Okay, why this is called the first house? If you see the picture, it gives you the feeling of sun rising. Okay, this is like sun and it is rising from behind the mountains. So this is like mountains and sun is rising. So that's why this house is also called a rising house. This is also called ascendant and all. These are like different names. So counting always starts from first house. Okay, this is always the first house. This like center one, upper center box is always the first house. And then it goes into anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so this becomes the second house, then this is the third house, then fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, eighth house, ninth house, 10th house, 11th house, 12th house. These are 12 houses. Then these houses have corresponding signs. Corresponding means the house and the sign, that corresponding sign represent almost the same things. Okay, almost the same things. Like if you see like first house and Aries. Aries is the first sign. First house represents a few things, and Aries also represents almost the similar things. I'm using the word almost because there are few things which are different, which we will discuss later in course. Okay, there is like distinction between the two, like where like first house represents something else and Aries represents something else. Few things, but largely they are corresponding to each other. Okay, so first house has almost the same representation which Aries sign has. Likewise, second house corresponding sign is Taurus. So second house represents almost the same things as Taurus represents. Third house has corresponding sign Gemini. Third house represents almost the same things as Gemini represents. Likewise, fourth house and Cancer, their representations are also very similar. Fifth house and Leo, their representations are also very similar. Sixth house and Virgo, their representations are also very similar. Likewise for other houses. Seventh house and Libra, eighth house and Scorpio. Scorpio is the eighth sign, so it represents almost the same things. Likewise, Sagittarius is ninth sign, it represents ninth house energy. Capricorn is the 10th sign, it represents the 10th house energy. Aquarius is the 11th sign, so it represents 11th house energy. And like Pisces is the 12th sign, it represents 12th house energy. Okay, this is how they form. So this one, which I have made right in front of you, this will be called Aries ascendant chart. Okay, why? Because in the ascendant, Aries sign is coming. Okay, do you have any app, any astrology app right now?
Yes, Panditji, I have the Astro Sage app.
Right. You can call me Vishal, no issues. Okay.
Oh, hard.
Pandit Ji is very formal for me.
Or
Okay.
Swamiji. I'll say Swamiji.
Okay, great. So this is it. Uh, so in that app, just make a chart of right now. Like right now in India, it is like about 8 a.m. Today's date, 29th March, and place is Hyderabad, India.
Okay, so I should try to make one right now on the phone. Okay. All right, so I'll create a new chart. Does it matter male, female?
Okay,
Okay.
you can do that.
28th, it's 29th there?
29th March in India,
Okay.
Hyderabad. And the place is this Hyderabad, and time is like about 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. 8 a.m. Okay, 8 a.m. and Hyderabad. 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 Okay, there we go. And show Kundalini. Okay. It said, oh yeah, it says Aries like now with Venus in the first house.
Right. So Aries ascendant. So this is the chart. Okay. What happened? If you see this picture, okay, these are the signs which are written, or like this is like the sky. Okay, did I understand this one? This is like upper line as the sky, and the signs are floating around. Okay, so Aries,
Mm.
Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, like Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Okay, I have written the letters. Okay,
Mm.
A, T, G, C, L, U, C, L, V, L, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. And this line is like Earth. This like a downward line is Earth, where all the countries are placed, all the places of the world. Okay, it starts from Alaska, US, Canada, South American countries, Europe, African region, the Middle East, South
Oh,
Africa, then Asia, India, Australia, and East Asian countries. This is how it is placed. So why it came as like Aries ascendant chart right now? When you made the chart, why it came like an Aries ascendant? Because Aries sign is roaming over India right now.
hmm.
Okay, Aries sign is floating over India. So this is why if a child takes birth right now in India, he will have Aries ascendant.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how many hours we have in day? 24. And
Hmm.
how many signs we have? 12. 24 by 12, 2 hours.
Right.
Every sign will come in front of every place in the world at least for 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So now make another chart of 10 a.m. Same
10
date, yeah,
a.m.
same date, place, but time should be 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay. Yeah, so it's Taurus.
Right. So what happened in 2 hours time period? That Earth rotated on its axis.
Okay.
Okay. And the India, which was in front of Aries sign, now it has gone in front of Taurus sign.
Mm.
It has moved forward.
Okay.
Okay. So now the child who takes birth will have Taurus sign in the like first house. So house will remain as is. Okay, house is not going to change. This will always remain the first house. Just okay. Um, Hi Shama, how are you?
Hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm good.
So house will remain the same. First house will always remain the same. This house. Okay, this will always be the first house in any chart in the world for any person. Okay, so house is not going to change. This will always remain the first house, ascendant and rising. But the sign will change because Earth will rotate on its axis and different places will come in front of different signs. So at 8 a.m., India was in front of Aries. Now at 10 a.m., after 2 hours, India will be in front of Taurus. So if a child takes birth at 10 a.m., this child will have Taurus sign in the ascendant, 2 number. Okay, in the first house, number will be 2. Okay,
Mhm.
although it will be first house, but number will be 2. The second house will have Gemini. So all the signs will fall accordingly. Okay, the whole chart will rotate. Okay, so third house will have Cancer, fourth house will have Leo, fifth house will have Virgo, sixth house will have Libra, seventh house will have Scorpio, 8th house will have Sagittarius. And ninth house will have like this Capricorn. 10th house will have Aquarius. And 11th house will have Pisces. And 12th house will have Aries. So in earlier chart, Aries was in the first house. Now it will shift to the 12th house. Okay, after 2 hours. Okay. So like this, signs will rotate in the chart. Now, if you make another chart of 12 noon, same
12
date,
noon.
same place, but 12 noon.
Okay, 12 noon. Yeah, so it's Gemini with Jupiter in the first house.
Right. So what happened in like next 2 hours? Again, Earth rotated on its axis. India came in front of Gemini.
Hmm.
Okay. So this is it. This third child who takes birth at like around 12 noon today, he will have Gemini sign in the first house. And again, all the signs will automatically fall into like subsequent houses. Okay, one after the other. So house will remain the same again. This will always be the first house, but now it is Gemini, the third number sign. So this child will be Gemini ascendant.
Hmm.
At 8 a.m. it was Aries ascendant. At 10 a.m. it was Taurus ascendant. Now it is like Gemini ascendant. Okay.
Hmm.
And now like second house will have Cancer sign. Third house will have Leo. Fourth house will have Virgo. Fifth house will have Libra. Sixth house will have Scorpio. Seventh house will have Sagittarius. Eighth house will have Capricorn. Okay. Ninth house will have Aquarius. 10th house will have Pisces. 11th house will have Aries. And 12th house will have Taurus. So this is what happens after every 2 hours ascendant change. Again, why? 12 ascendants, 24 hours. 24 divided by 12, 2 hours. Every ascendant will get a chance of being in front of a place in the world for 2 hours at least. It can be like not exactly 2 hours, like 120 minute. It may not be. It may be 115. It may be 122. It may be like 125. So it can be like as an average, we can say like 120 minutes, 2 hours. Okay. So this is this is how the basic chart comes into the place. Okay. Now, if we add another layer, first layer was of the houses, okay, where we got like 12 houses. Then the second layer was like signs. We got the signs, ascendant, okay. Now, if we place the planets also, okay. So, in this chart of Gemini ascendant, what are the planets which you can see?
So in Gemini ascendant, Jupiter is in the first house, and then
Jupiter is
Moon.
transiting to Gemini right now.
Mhm.
So Jupiter is in the first house.
And then Moon is in Cancer in the second house.
Great. Moon is in Cancer.
And then Ketu is in Leo in the third house. And
Okay.
then and then and then there's then Mars, Mercury, and Rahu in the ninth house in Aquarius.
Okay. So these planets, like these houses, like fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, they don't have any planet right now.
No,
Eighth
they don't.
house.
Well, the eighth house has Pluto,
Okay. Eighth house
like
has Pluto.
yeah, the outer planet, yes. And then
Right.
Mars, Mercury, Rahu in the ninth house in Aquarius. And then
Rahu, Mars, Mercury.
mhm.
Okay.
And then I think it's Sun and maybe it's Saturn. I don't know if it's retrograde, but maybe it's direct. Oh, it's direct. I don't know. If there's a triangle that goes
It's fine. It's fine. Like the Sun,
there's
Saturn
the
together in
Sun,
Pisces.
Yeah, Sun, Saturn, and Neptune in Pisces, and then Venus is in Aries in the 11th, and then Uranus is in the 12th in Taurus.
Okay, Venus in Aries and Uranus is in Taurus. Okay, great. So this is like the whole chart. We come into like which has come into the picture. Houses, signs, and then like planets. Okay, house. We got the houses, then we got the like signs which are like placed as per the ascendant of that time, and then obviously the planets come into the picture. Okay. Now, the main question like we can raise, and it should be raised that now we have like this that how to like who decided that this sign is Gemini or this sign is Cancer? Who decided the representations or how they were decided? Okay, if we want to discuss that. Okay. So understand, like in ancient times, like when there were not much like technology available. We never had like telescopes and all. At that time, if you see any period movie of like Buddhist times or even before that and all, you will find astrologers or stargazers. They will make huge pillars, and they will climb on those pillars, and then on the top of the pillars, they will try to see the stars. Okay, this is how astrology used to function in that time period because we never had like technology, you know. So suppose like an astrologer who is on the top of that pillar and he sees stars. I'm just telling how these signs or these like constellation would have got their names. Okay, so if the astrologer is seeing at the stars and they are a group of stars making a shape of a sheep or ram, they call it Aries. Let's call this portion of the sky as Aries.
Mm.
Then the second portion, okay, these group of stars making a shape of like bull. Let's call it Taurus. Okay. The third shape, third like area of the sky is making a shape of like a man and woman. Let's call it Gemini. Likewise, these like names were like initially given. Then representations were given. First house represents these things, and like planets represent these things, and like signs represent these things. Now the main question arises: why these representations only? Why like how come only Gemini represents communication? Why Scorpio cannot represent communication? Who decides it? Okay, why only Moon represents nourishing people or Cancer represents nourishing people? Why Capricorn cannot represent nourishing people? Who is deciding these like uh, these representations, and on what basis? Are we just supposed to blind trust or blind faith in them, or is there any like logic behind it? So now we are going to discuss that. For that, we need to go into some discussion around Kundalini. Everyone aware of the chakras here right now? Okay, great. So let's discuss that. Okay. So as per like common understanding, common knowledge or information passed on, largely we are aware that there are about seven chakras in human body. Okay. Normally, like that is like normally accepted philosophy that there are seven chakras. But there can be more chakras than seven chakras. There can be lesser chakras than seven chakras. Okay. Largely, commonly accepted is seven chakras. Now, someone may say that okay, this is chakra system is only in Hinduism. It is not in other cultures. They are in other cultures, but different with different names and with different representations. Like initially, Buddhist scriptures never talked about chakras. There is a reason behind it. We will discuss that. But like in Islam, I think they are named as seven mukams. Seven mukam. Okay, so that is also almost the same things as like seven chakras. In Christianity or in Jewish religion, it is mentioned as like seven hills or seven valleys. Okay, so names and representations can be different little bit here and there because of the culture they got developed in, but largely it is like they are accepted in like every culture. Okay, so these seven chakras are there in human body. Okay, normally they are seen as centers. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay. Normally they are seen as centers, but Osho says that the better word will be wheels. Chakra means wheels. Okay, wheel which roams around. Okay, which revolves around. Okay, the better word will be wheel. Okay, so this is like seven chakras. As I said, there can be more chakras than seven chakras. Let's understand how it can. So suppose there is this road. Okay. Suppose there is this road and lots of traffic is there. Like lots of people are moving around and all. Okay. And if I want to go, I have to navigate my way through. There will be lots of blockages, and I have to like find my way and okay. So what happens that there is lot of blockages. Number of chakras depend on the blockages you have in your chakras. Okay, how many blockages you have in your spine, in your kundalini? That decides the number of chakra, and that is why in ancient Buddhist scriptures, there was no mention of chakra because with Buddha, this was the situation. No blockages, empty road. Okay. So when the energy shot up from here, it reached here in no time. When there is no blockage, he never felt there anything like chakra, so he never spoke about chakras, and so it was never in the Buddhist scripture. Person should experience it, right? With Buddha, when the energy got activated at Muladhara, it simply shot up at Sahasrara. It took no time after that. With us, it may take time because we have these like points which are blocked for whatever reason. Okay, this is why in initial Buddhist scriptures there was no mention of chakras because there was no blockages. Okay, so this is it. So it largely depends on your number of blockages you have. Okay. Now we will discuss how these blockages develop and all. Also, we have like seven upper body chakras and there are seven lower body chakras. Okay. Where largely people are aware of like only like seven upper body chakras because that's where we need to work. Energy has to move upwards in like spiritual phenomena, spiritual evolution. So like energy is supposed to move upwards. Uh, but there are seven lower body chakras also. When holy scriptures talk about seven heavens, Seven upper chakras are seven heavens. And when the scriptures talk about seven hells, seven lower chakras are seven hells. Okay. When energy is moving upwards, you are moving towards seven heavens. When energy is moving downwards, you are going towards seven hells. Okay, great. So this is like seven chakras. Every chakra, if we just take the names, Mooladhara chakra, like the at the base, Mooladhara. It is called root chakra. Then Swadhisthana chakra. It is called sacral chakra, just below the navel. Then Manipur chakra. It is the navel chakra. Then Anahat chakra. Then it is called heart chakra. Anahat chakra, heart chakra. Then like Vishuddha chakra, it is called throat chakra. And then Agya chakra, it is spelled as Ajna. Okay. Agya chakra, so it is like Agya only. The third eye chakra, they call it third eye chakra. And finally, Sahasrara, and like which is called as crown chakra. Great. So these are like seven chakras we have. The energy is like stuck for all of us in Kundalini. That is like the base of root chakra. Okay. If you pay attention to this word Kundalini, like the initial part is Kund. Kund means pool. Okay. Where the energy is stuck. And from where the energy should move, ideally. Okay, it should move towards like upper chakras. Okay. Uh, if you see like one of the word for horoscope is also Kundali,
Yeah.
right? Because that is also full of information about you. That is why it is called Kundali. Even like serpent, when it sits within a Kundali posture. Okay. That is why serpent energy is always like closely connected with Kundalini energy. Always, like in ancient scriptures, they have always like made serpents related with Kundalini energy because they never had any like better example to explain it. But Osho says that in this day and age, we can use electricity. Okay, electricity is almost the same energy as like just like serpent moves, electricity also goes. Okay, so we can use the electricity or current, okay, as the energy movement. Now, all these, what I was telling about the blockages. So all these chakras have some function in your body. Okay. Like Anahat Chakra represents your relationship with your mother and your home life. Okay. Suppose if my relationship with my mother is not great, okay, or my home life is not great, lots of quarrels are going on, lots of like stress and chaos is on in my home life, then what it means, my fourth chakra is blocked, my Anahat Chakra is blocked. So even if energy starts from the like Kundalini, the Mooladhara chakra, it will get blocked here in Anahat chakra unless and until I like I improve my relationship with my mother, or if suppose someone's mother has passed away, then he has to treat like other motherly women's well in his life, and like his home life. He has to improve his home life. Then only this like Anahat chakra will be like clear. With children, like this is the best example I can give, like how chakras can be blocked. Suppose a child is never given like enough confidence from the child of speaking. Okay, whenever he tries to speak, parents tell him to shut down. Okay, like okay, you stay quiet, don't speak, and all.
Mm.
Unconsciously, what they are doing is like they are blocking their his Vishuddha chakra, throat chakra. Okay, so even if Kundalini activates, the energy will block here at Vishuddha chakra. Okay, yeah.
So what does that look like if the energy is blocked in Vishuddha chakra? Like how would you see that? So you can clearly see if somebody has a blockage there or a blockage in the heart, or you can
Right.
see.
The lack of confidence, like lack of confidence in speaking. Okay.
i- is it that the energy is trapped? So the energy is like, is it like this, or is it like what happens to the energy? It keeps
It just
hitting.
gets blocked. Like that's what like that's why like Osho what Osho says like chakra as wheel. So suppose energy got activated from here and it hit the first chakra. Okay. If it is not blocked, what will happen? This wheel will move. Energy hits, wheel moves, and the like energy will get the place to move upwards. It hits the like say, this Swadhisthana chakra. If it is not blocked, this will also move, and energy will again get the place. Okay. Likewise, now if Vishuddha chakra is blocked, energy will block here on. It will remain blocked until and unless this person works on his speech. Okay, he will feel lack of confidence. He will feel like, okay, if I say this thing, like how will people treat me, or if I say that thing, how will people respond? So he is lacking confidence because he is never given confidence. Okay, so that's why like this Vishuddha chakra gets blocked, and like nothing moves off afterwards unless
Okay,
and until he works on it, he
okay.
improves on it, and then only like this chakra can resolve and the person can move like upwards. Okay, so this is it.
I have a
So
question, please.
yeah,
So, um, some people they born with the blockages, or the blockages come in this lifetime. I mean, the karma. This is one question. Another question, you said like before that the ascendant will change every 2 hours. But I saw people like a twin. They born the same hour, but they have different ascendant.
yeah, like it can happen because they might have taken birth on the cusp. Okay, yeah,
Mm.
like understand it like this. Suppose like in India, it is Aries ascendant going on. Okay,
Yeah.
and ascendant is about to change at 9:30 a.m. Like I'm just giving an example. One twin has taken birth on 9:28, another twin has taken birth on 9:32.
Okay,
Okay.
got it. Yeah.
So this 9:28 twin will have Aries ascendant, 9:32 twin will have Taurus ascendant.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
And what about
So
the blockages? Like some people will born with these blockages, or what will happen in this lifetime?
no, it is not necessary in in this lifetime only. It can be coming from like conditioning of past lives also. Suppose someone never had like a good relationship, like personal relationship in this life also, in past life also, he had like a lot of difficulties. Then it is a great possibility that Mooladhara chakra itself is blocked. Okay, because that is the basic of relationship. The sexual relationship part is like Mooladhara chakra. So the if person doesn't have a good relationship in this area of life, then that one like the base area, base chakra itself is blocked. So energy is blocked here. Unless and until he improves his relationship, personal relationship in this life, this energy cannot move forward.
Perfect. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
So this is why, like, the importance on meditation from ancient times were there. Understand why? Like a child going to like Gurukul and all, and the first thing he learns in Gurukul is like meditation. Why? Suppose at 5 6 years of age, okay, a child is going to the Gurukul and he's starting meditation. The time period by which he enters the age of puberty, it is 10 years, okay, like 14 15. He has already meditated for 10 years. The age of puberty activates the energy, and because of the 10 years of meditation, energy starts moving upwards. It will not go downwards. This was why like meditation was considered as most important thing in like ancient times, or even right now we are like becoming more and more aware of it. Now there can be another question that, okay, fine, why children should meditate? Okay, why to make small children meditate? Actually, children are in better situation to meditate, better position than elderly people to meditate. Why? Suppose if you try to meditate, okay, if anyone tries to meditate for the first time in his life, the initial feeling is like all the bad memories of your life comes back. The moment you close your eyes, you sit in meditation, all the wrong things which happened to you will come back in your mind. This person did that to me, that person didn't help me, that person didn't support me, otherwise I would have been here or there and all that. With children there is no bad memory. Okay, there is no dark memory. A 5 year old child, he doesn't even remember what happened in the morning and what happened in the evening. Okay, he starts playing with the same child with whom he fought fiercely 2 hours before. Okay, so they have no memory. Okay, so they can simply go into the second stage of meditation. Okay, it is not necessary for them to cross through this first stage, which we all have to cross. Okay, we have lots of resentments, we have lots of grudges. This person did that to me, that person did that to me, and that's why we feel stuck. Okay, so this is it. This is why like meditation should start as soon as possible. Like as soon as the child starts sitting properly, parents should like start meditation. Normally, like during consultation, people ask what I can do for my child and all that. Okay, if any parent really want to do something, get him into meditation as early as possible. Get your child into meditation as early as possible. That is the best thing, best gift you can give to the child. Okay, now this Kundalini energy activates and like moves into the chakras. Now every chakra has a base possibility and evolved possibility. What does it mean? Base possibility is available for everyone. It is like the lower possibility, you can say. When I say lower, it is not condemnation, it is fact. Okay, I'm not condemning it, I'm just saying it as a fact. Okay, like Muladhara chakras, lower possibility is sexual intercourse, sexual energy. Okay, its higher possibility is creative. Okay, if I'm another thing is that energy is energy. Okay, wherever you apply, it will get applied there. Like there is nothing like separate sexual energy within us, separate creative energy, separate destructive energy. Energy is energy. If you apply in sexual intercourse, it will become sexual energy. If you apply in creative work, it will become creative energy. If you apply in destructive work, it will become destructive energy. Okay, energy remains the same. So Mooladhara chakra's lower possibility is sexual intercourse. If I am just like interested in the mundane life, the like base life, I will I will end up in like exploiting my energy time and again in the same activity of sexual intercourse. But if I just evolve little bit and I use the same energy in creativity, now I have gone into like higher like a possibility of Mooladhara chakra. I am creating something. Okay, that sexual intercourse may not give much happiness to me for a long time, but if I create something new, it is going to give more happiness to me for a very long time. If Picasso creates a painting, it is a lifelong happiness for him. Okay, not only for him, for others also. Okay, for others will also be benefited, others will be inspired to become like Picasso. Okay, so this is the higher possibility of like Mooladhara chakra. When I deal with the higher possibility of any chakra, I enter into the next chakra. Okay, so if I go into creativity mode, I automatically move from Mooladhara to Swadhisthana. Okay, just a second. Yes. Right. Swadhisthana chakra's base possibility is, I think, anger and this hatred and all that. And that is like base possibility of Swadhisthana chakra. Just a second, let me confirm. Right. So, right. Mooladhara base. Okay, Swadhisthana. Okay, its base possibility is fear, hate, anger, and violence. Its higher possibility is love, compassion, friendship, and fearlessness. Okay, if you see just the opposite, okay, hate, anger, and all is the lower possibility of Swadhisthana. Love, compassion, and like fearlessness is the higher possibility. If I involve myself into the higher possibility again of Swadhisthana chakra, I will move into the third chakra, Manipur chakra. Manipur chakra's base possibility, lower possibility is doubt. Okay, doubt. It's doubt and thoughts because a thoughtful person will always be a doubtful person. Okay, a person who has many thoughts will have many doubts. Just like the best example is Arjun in Mahabharat war. Very thoughtful but very doubtful. Okay, Manipur chakra's higher possibility is faith. Okay, faith. Pay attention to one thing that doubt makes you doubt everything else except itself. We never doubt a doubt. Okay. The moment you truly doubt the doubt itself, it turns into the faith. Minus, minus, plus. Okay. Thought Through thought, another way of explaining it. Through thought, you can realize the futility of everything in the world, because you can, like, through thought, through logic, you can give logic against anything in the world if you have good vocabulary. Okay, but thought doesn't let you realize the futility of thought itself. Okay, if you realize the futility of thought, you enter into thoughtless mode. Okay, so doubt is the base possibility of, like, lesser possibility of Manipur chakra. Faith is the higher possibility. Okay, if I involve myself more in the faith part, I am going towards higher possibility of Manipur chakra. If I start doubting at everything in my life, I'm going towards lower possibility of, like, my Manipur chakra. The moment I become more faithful, I enter into Anahat chakra. The energy enters into Anahat chakra. This is the, like, from here it is like important for our discussion. Anahat chakra's base possibility is dream, utopia, living in a utopian world. That is dream. Okay. Its the higher possibility is vision. Okay. Dream is coming from the mind. Vision is coming from consciousness. Dream may not come true. Vision will always come. Okay. Now, if you have seen, if you have heard anything about spiritual downloads, any idea what is a spiritual download? Okay, it is like, just to give few examples of, like, holy scriptures. Like, they say that Vedas are aporoshe. Aporoshe means, like, a person has not written, God has written. Obviously, a person will only write. Okay, but the God has come into him in human form. That is like a spiritual download. All the, like, information or wisdom is coming to the person from, like, unknown source, and he is writing. Same thing is said about, like, Quran also, that, like, God came to, like, Muhammad, and it resulted in Quran. Bible also the same thing. So spiritual downloads is that when wisdom starts coming to you. Okay, that happens when your Agya chakra or Sahasrara chakra are active. Okay, then the spiritual downloads start pouring in. Okay, then you start having some wisdom from the existence itself. Sahasrara or Ajna, these two chakras should be active. Okay, then the spiritual downloads come. Vishuddha is throat, then person speaks that knowledge. Download came, and then he is speaking about it. Either he is writing or he is speaking. And this is the vision part. What I am trying to say with all this discussion is that the people who initially gave the representation that this house represents this thing, that house represents that thing, or that sign represents that thing, or that planet represents that thing, were at these stages, at the higher chakra stages. They were at least at the Anahat chakra, but there is a bigger possibility that they were at Agya chakra or Sahasrara chakra, where they had spiritual downloads, and then they spoke about it through their Vishuddha chakra. Okay, so there is no logical sense in human logic, the logical way of explaining it as per human logic, that why this planet represents this thing. We have to accept that it was a spiritual download, nothing else. Any question?
No, it's clear for me.
Oh, sorry. Just a question. It was so beautiful that the download comes and then they have to speak it out. Like, so the energy goes up and then you have that download and then then it gets integrated so it comes down and you can speak it out and then there's that vision and then the love and like is it like that also like so it's up and down then the energy?
It is simultaneous. The moment your energy moves to like Vishuddha chakra or Agya chakra or Sahasrara chakra, those chakra also evolves, like they start functioning, and the moment they're functioning, the spiritual download comes. It is simultaneous. Okay. Obviously, I have no experience of all these things. These are theoretical things. If you want to study further, then there is a book named In Search of Miraculous by Osho, in which he discussed all these things in detail of all the like seven chakras and their base possibilities and their like evolved possibilities. Okay. Right. So, any question up to now before we go into like categorization of houses? So now we are at least we have the idea of like how a chart is made and like we have 12 houses and all. Now we will understand different like categories of houses. We will start with representations in a later section. But today we are going to discuss the categories. The houses are divided into different categories. So that is what we are going to discuss. So this is like our chart. Spiritual downloads can also be understood like someone is having an aha moment, okay, a deja vu kind of thing, okay. These things are also like shows that someone is evolving spiritually, okay. Someone is having like some information coming to him just naturally, and other people are unable to accept or understand it, but he like gets it just like that, okay. Um there is another way of another way I can explain it. We all know about that whole story of Jesus getting caught in the garden, and the story of Last Supper and all. Okay, if you there is a philosophy like a few mystics say that, especially like George Gurdjieff from Russia. He says that the whole like Last Supper was actually not the Last Supper of meeting his disciples for one last time. Whatever Jesus said to disciples at that time was actually the task given. Okay, like when he says to Peter that you will defy me three times. So it was not prediction that he will defy Jesus three times till morning. It was his job. It is your job. You are supposed to defy me three times. Okay. When the betrayal of Judas was also a job given to Judas, that you are supposed to betray. Okay, so this whole plan of crucifixion of Jesus was actually like a device for all these disciples, also for humanity also. Okay, it it was not as simple as that here. Okay, Judas went there and he gave the information, and then they took like Jesus into custody and crucified him. It is not as simple. It was a device for everyone, including his disciples, people, and all. Everyone was tested through it. Peter said just before Jesus gave the task to Peter. Peter said that I can never leave you to Jesus. And that's why the task was given. You are supposed to defy me three times. what is most difficult for Peter? To defy Jesus. And it was that task was given. Okay. So now whomsoever got this information, this logic, and he's like a person like Gurdjieff, it means that Gurdjieff had some spiritual downloads. Otherwise, no one can understand it. Yep, Shama.
I just want to understand the downloads are same as the intuition, or these are the different things? Intuition and downloads.
Intuition will still come out of your experience of life. Okay, what you go through your experience, that experience guides you through intuition. But spiritual downloads are, you cannot explain it. It is just unexplainable. It is like knowledge downpouring into your in your head. That's it, and you don't know what from where it is coming. Okay, it is like you are sitting in a theater and movie is running in front of you, and you don't know who is running this movie. So, like spiritual downloads is something unexplainable, because Sahasra is something unexplainable. Okay. You can research further on spiritual downloads. There are like many like examples of spiritual downloads you can find in ChatGPT and all. This is available. Right. So now we have like 12 houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One question can be that why anti-clockwise? Why not clockwise? Okay. It depends on from where you are taking the picture. If you are taking the picture from the sky of Earth, it will be anti-clockwise. If you are taking picture from the Earth to the sky, it will be clockwise. That's why the South Indian charts, the square shaped chart, they are like clockwise. They go clockwise, because that's where the picture is taken from the Earth to the sky. There's like planets and signs placed there. But if you take from the sky to the Earth, it will be anti-clockwise. Okay, it depends on from where you are taking the pictures. Now, first major category is like Kendra houses. Okay, Kendra means central. Okay, Kendra means central houses. So first house, fourth house, seventh house, 10th house. Okay, they are like central pillars of your life. Your life gets established, settled on these pillars only. Okay, they are considered as the most important houses of the chart. 1, 4, 7, 10. Okay, why they are most important? Now understand. First house obviously represents self. In my chart, first house represents me. I am the most important person in my life. If I am not there, nothing else matters. Neither family, nor wealth, nor like houses, nor properties, nor career. Nothing matters if I am not there. Okay. So that is the first thing. Like first house is like always the most important. Fourth house represents your home life and your mother. Okay. 10th house represents your work life and your father. 7th house represents your relationship partner. If you see, your whole life revolves around these 4 houses. Either you are dealing with yourself, obviously, you are dealing with your home or mother, you are dealing with your career, work or father, or you are dealing with your partner. And if you want to do something important in your life, you need support of these people. Okay. Suppose a child wants to go to like some foreign country and study like medicine and all for his PhD or whatever. Parents should support him. Without support of parents, he cannot imagine these things. Okay, so largely why these houses are like most important, because we need support. That's why they are pillars. They are supportive. They provide the base. Okay. Another example, suppose I'm like married and like my partner is there, or I'm in relationship and in partner is there, and I want to leave my job and start this business in astrology. Now my partner should be supportive towards it. Otherwise, I cannot do it. If she says that, okay, no, no, you cannot leave job, what will happen? How will we manage and all? Now, like, there's no way I can leave. Okay. So we need support of these people in our life, father, mother, or your relationship partner. Then only we can imagine of doing something important, something big in life. Okay, so our life gets settled. Like these four houses, they provide the base, the foundation on which our life gets settled. That's why they become important. Now, suppose someone has no support from parents, no support from partner. Is he doomed for life? Not really. Then we get support from Trikona houses. Triangle. Triangle. What are Trikona houses? First house, fifth house, ninth house. Okay. Suppose like the best examples I can give is Pele or Charlie Chaplin. If you go into the childhood of Charlie Chaplin, if you study about it, he was born in like utter poverty. His mother was in asylum, okay, mental hospital. His father was absent from his birth. So no support from father, no support from mother. Is he doomed for life? No. He worked on his fifth house and ninth house related matters. What is fifth house? Fifth house is your education, your creativity. Ninth house is your higher education. If no one is supporting me, neither my father nor my my mother and all, no one is supporting, I can at least work on my creativity. Charlie Chaplin worked on his creativity and he mastered that, and that gave him the like fame and recognition, legendary status. Even like 100 years now, like 1920s, like his most popular movies came in 1920s. Now we are in 2020s. We can still watch his movies and we can have a great laugh. Such timeless humor he created. Okay. Likewise, Pele. Okay. If I remember well, like then like 10, 12 children, 10, 12 siblings. Okay. Born in utter poverty again, worked on his football skills, and he gained the fame and recognition whatever he wanted. So it is not that if your parents are not supportive or they are not able to support, like suppose they want to support but they are not in situation to support you, doesn't mean that your life is doomed. You can still work on your creativity, you can still educate yourself, get higher education and work for yourself, achieve something for yourself in life. So these are first four houses, 1, 4, 7, 10. I use the word pillars. They are facilitators. 1, 5, 9. They facilitate you, they provide support to you. Okay. Whatever you want to do, they provide like the ammunition for that. Okay, either sports or creativity or education, higher education, they give you that. So these are called trine houses. One house is common in both the houses. In Kendra house also, in Trikona house also, first house is common, right? First house is part of Kendra house also. First house is part of Trikona house also. So when first house is common, this again proves the same thing. I am the most important person. First house is always the most important house. Okay, because everything starts with the first house. You took birth. If the birth itself had not happened, why would even we discuss anyone's chart? Okay, so this is the the second category. Any question on Kendra house or Trikona house before we move forward? Shama?
No, no, I'm good. It's 159, right? 159.
159 is like trine or triangle or trikona. Okay. Now there are some Dushtana houses. Dushtana means Dusht means evil. Okay. Houses which are evil by nature. Okay. We will understand why they are called evil. These are 6, 8, and 12. Okay. Now understand. We project ourselves into interpretations. Okay. We don't want certain things to happen in our life. We means human beings. Okay. We human beings don't want certain things to happen in our life. And when we see those things happening, we feel that those things or people or things which are bringing those things are evil. Correct? Sixth house is considered evil. This is our projection on sixth house. Sixth house has its own importance. Okay. Sixth house is considered as evil because it represents obstacles in life. Any kind of obstacles. Okay. Either it can be physical obstacles like health wise. Okay. So its sixth house represents health issues. Suppose I have this call today and I'm not feeling well in the morning. Now I cannot take this call. So that health issue is an obstacle for me. Okay. Financial issues, like someone having loans or debts, or someone having litigation conflicts going on, all these things are obstacles. Because we don't want these things to happen. No one wants to go to the hospital, no one wants to go to the court or police and all, unless they are working there, unless someone is a doctor, unless someone is a lawyer or a police person himself. We don't, otherwise, we don't want to go there. So we projected it on sixth house that okay, this is Dushtana house. No house is actually Dushtana. No house is evil. Every house has its own importance. But for our understanding purpose, it is called Dushtana house. Okay. We all know that if we have learned the best lessons in our life, it is when we face the biggest obstacles in our life. Right? When we face the biggest challenges in our life, those challenges brought the best learnings of our life. So, challenges are very important. Obstacles are very important for our life. We cannot say obstacles should never come. Okay, because then you will never learn anything if obstacles are not coming. Okay, so sixth house is Dushtana. Another Dushtana house is eighth house. Again, we don't want any sudden event to happen. Okay. I don't want to get up every morning with a new chaos in my life. Right. So, eighth house represents any sudden change in life. Okay. It represents accidents, it represents surgeries, it represents any major chaotic event of life. Obviously, we don't want all these things. Okay, so that's why we mentioned it as a Dushtana house again, eighth house. We don't want it, that's why. But eighth house has more positive representations also, which we will discuss when we discuss houses in detail. 12th house, we don't want major expenses. Okay. We don't want major expenses or like losing money somewhere and all. That's why we call 12th house also as Dushtana. But what if someone's child is going for higher education, as we just discussed, and for that purpose he has to spend money? That is not a wrong expense. Okay, that is not a expense which he may not like to do. Like in India, specifically, like lots of this lots of money, huge money is spent on marriages. Like in Indian currency, like every marriage these days is taking at least like 15 to 20 lakh rupees. In like this USD, it would be around $30,000. Okay, easily. So it is like that type of money being spent, but people spend it gladly. Okay, so it represents large expenses, huge expenses or losses, but not necessarily they are negative. Okay, so these are the reasons they are called as Dushtana houses. We can also call them malefic houses. Okay, because of their portfolio, basically. Why they are called Dushtana or evil or malefic is because of the things they represent. Majority of those things are those things which we don't want in our life. Okay, so we call it Dushtana. If it is asked that okay, these three houses are Dushtana, which one is the most Dushtana? Which one is the most evil or most malefic? Then it is eighth house. Why? I can take proactive care. I can reduce my chances of getting ill. I can, if I have taken a loan, I can plan and I can like pay off that loan as soon as possible. I can avoid conflict and litigation. If there is a major expense coming, I can plan for it. If I know that, okay, my child is going for higher education in 5 years down the line, let me save money from now onwards. Okay, so I can plan for it. By in 5 years, I will have enough money. I can send him easily. I will not have to take loans and all. Okay, so I can plan for 6th house and 12th house related matters. I cannot plan for sudden event.
Mm.
Eighth house is sudden event. Anything happening suddenly. This is why it is like the most Dushtana house, most evil house. I am like taking this class here, and suddenly this fan falls on me. What can I do? I cannot do anything. Okay, so this is why eighth house is considered as most Dushtana house. It represents accidents, sudden events, sudden changes in your life, transformations, or surgeries and all, which for which you cannot plan. If you are told by doctor that okay, fine, you have to go for surgery, you have to go for surgery. You have no other option. Okay, that's it. So this is why the eighth house is considered as most Dushtana. Any question on the Sthana or like other houses we discussed?
No, no questions.
Okay. Now another category. They are called Upachya houses. Upachya means one which grows with time, one which improves with time. Okay. So these houses give you better results with time, largely after like 10, 15 years of hard work. You start getting some better results of these houses. What are these houses? Third house, sixth house, 10th house, 11th house. Upach, upach, upach. Okay. These are called as upach houses. Okay. Because all the things they represent, they improve with time. Any like confusion, Shankari?
Yeah, sorry. Is it sixth house is also an Upachaya house and
Yeah.
also Dana.
Yes. Sixth house is Upacha and Dushtana both.
So would that mean that the Dushtana grows with time? Like if
I will like cover it. Good
okay.
question. So third house, like it is an Upacha house because our ability to deal with these matters which are represented by these houses, they improve with time. Okay, like third house represents your communications. Your communication skills improve with time. Okay, when we write our first letter in life or first application or first like we give our first speech, maybe it is the worst speech in the world, but then we slowly improve in our communication skills. Okay, third house also represents your willpower and courage. Your willpower and courage also improves with time. Okay, when we face challenges for the first time in our life and then we start facing them again and again, your courage improves. Yeah, oh, I can handle this, I can handle that, no issues. I've seen this thing like many times in my life. Likewise, sixth house, your obstacles, any kind of obstacles. Let's start with the health. Okay, now pay attention. Health, if you take care of your health improves with time. If you are negligent towards your health, your illness improves with time. Okay, your like ability to deal with conflicts. Sixth house also represents conflicts. Your ability to deal with conflicts. Suppose you are 5 year old or 10 year old and you face conflict for first time in life. You have no idea how to handle it.
Mm.
But when you face the same conflict at the 30 years of age, then you know very well how to handle it, how to manage it, which buttons I should press of the other person, and things will be done. Okay. So your ability to deal with conflicts also improve with time. Sixth house also represents loans. We are all like afraid of loans and all. So when we take our first loan, it is always like a very small amount. We start with the small amount. Yeah, let's start with the small loan. Let's see if I can pay it off. Then okay, I paid off my confidence grow. Now I can take higher loan, then higher loan, then higher loan. Okay, so our ability to pay off our loans also improves with time. So largely all the things which are represented by sixth house, they improve with time. Okay, our ability to deal with them improves with time. Okay, 10th house is your career, 11th house is your income. Okay, 10th house is your career, 11th house is your income. Your career also improves with time, your income also improves with time. If I'm joining a job for the first time in my life, it cannot be of a senior manager. I have to join as associate or analyst, then I have to rise through ranks, then I will become team lead or senior manager, senior associate, then I will go into the managership role and all, then I will improve. Okay. Likewise, my income, 11th house income, it also improves with time. It cannot be like my first day paycheck will be in millions. I will join at a lesser salary, then I will improve with time. Even in business, I cannot expect on the first day of my business to have like thousands of clients or customers coming to me. I have to work on that business that and then it improves with time. So all these houses, their representations are such that improves with time. It requires like huge effort for 10, 15 years, then they start giving the results. In our daily life, we use the word late bloomers. Okay, late bloomers in life. People who have lots of planets in these houses are late bloomers. Third house, sixth house, 10th house, 11th house. People who have lots of planets in like these houses, they are kind of late bloomers in life. They realize their path delay like in their 30s, mid 30s, and then they start putting effort, then they start getting the results in their 40s.
Mm.
Okay. Someone can say, what about like people like Billie Eilish or Justin Bieber or Sachin Tendulkar? They get like fame in teenage and all the teenage celebrities and all. What about them? If you pay attention, there is one thing very common. With all like majority of like teenage celebrities, they started very early.
Mhm.
Okay, just this Billie Eilish, she was homeschooled. She never went to school, and her music training started at the age of 5. So by the age of 15, she has already done the 10 years of hard work.
Right, right.
So she has followed the condition of 10 years of hard work. Sachin Tendulkar already got into cricket at 7 years of age. And by 16, he was in like national team. He has already worked for a decade. So the time range is the same. Either you start at 25, get the result at 35. Either you start at 35, get the result at 45. Or you start at 5, get the result at 15. 10 years of hard work, these houses will demand. You have to put 10 years of hard work. When do you want to start? That's your choice. Okay. So this is what like Upacha houses are. Any question?
The question. So the
Right.
is it the so the Upacha, the house is the so like if there's a planet in the house, is it that's when that has a potential to grow, or if there's no planets in any growing houses, there's still possibility to grow, or is it if it's in that Mahadasha or that transit
Yeah.
of an Upacha?
Dasha plays a huge role. But if a person has planets there, okay,
Mm.
suppose a person has no planet in Upacha house versus a person who has 4, 5 planets. This
Yes.
person with 4, 5 planets will have further delays in life.
Oh.
Okay, because he has lots of energy going into these houses. Okay. Anyways, we have to put hard work. There is no substitute of hard work and perseverance. Anyways, that person also needs to put hard work who has no planet in Upacha houses. Nothing is given in life. Okay, he has also to put hard work. But the person who has like more planets, he will find more obstacles. He has to put like immense effort over a long period of time. Then he will get some sort of result. Okay, this is it. Final categorization is marka houses. Second house and seventh house. These are called marka houses. Marka means killer or death inflicting houses. Okay. Now, again, with astrology, we have to widen our perspective. Okay. We understand death only as physical death. For in our understanding, there is only one type of death, that is physical death. Okay, but there are many different kind of deaths in this world. Okay, whenever people like speak in this language, okay, I wish I had died before seeing these circumstances in my life. Okay, it is better to die than facing this situation in life. What it shows, that person is going through a death like circumstances. Okay, whenever people speak in this language, also death also means like time of major transformation. major change in life, where the person's whole life is changing. It is moving upside down. Okay. Suppose someone is going for an open heart surgery. Okay. We don't know whether the person will come back alive or not. Okay. It is like death like circumstances. Someone is going through a major financial crisis. Okay. It is like a death like circumstances, major health issue. Okay. Or there can be spiritual death also. Suppose I take initiation of a guru. I became his disciple and he gives me a new name. Like I was Vishal Saxena, now I am Swami Premanand Bharti. Okay. So this is like Vishal Saxena has died, new person has taken birth. Your change of name, your change of identity, your change of citizenship, your change of appearance, looks. Okay. Like I was like normal, like short hair person. Now I'm like long hair person and all. That is like again marka in a way, because suppose like I was practicing as a lawyer before. I was like working in corporate and all. Suppose if I meet someone from my corporate days, or if I meet someone with someone from my legal practice days, they will not be able to recognize me. For them, that Vishal Saxena has died. This is new person. So understand marka in different perspective, not only physical death. It represents physical death also. Physical death is inclusive, but it is not exclusively physical death. So if someone is going through marka houses dasha, it doesn't mean that necessarily he will die. He may go through a major transformative time period. Okay, major change, time period of major change in his life. Okay, which can be in any of these circumstances. Like when I went through my Marka Dasha, that thing happened that I took discipleship of Osho. Okay, and Vishal Saxena went away and Swami Premanand Bharati came into existence. Okay, so this is like another marka. My whole identity got changed. Okay, so this is the way we need to look at marka houses. Well, like normally people get afraid and understand with marka the word itself, the killer houses or death inflicting houses. But we have to understand death in many different situations. Like someone is having like major spiritual experience. Okay, if you are aware of out of body experience. Okay, what happens in out of body experience is that person's soul leaves the body and comes back inside the soul, inside the body. Okay, so this is also an out of body experience. Okay, so this is also a death-like circumstances that I went outside my body, I saw my dead body, and I came back inside. That is also a death-like circumstances or marka impact. So understand marka in many different circumstances. Someone is going through a major emotional churning, major emotional crisis. That is also like marka. So marka is not necessarily only like physical death, it can be any kind of death. Any question on these two houses, like Upacha houses or marka houses? Shama, Shankari.
I have a question. If for example, the second house, which is a Marika house, there's nothing in the house, but the planet is in a growing house. And the person is in that Mahadasha. It's just major transformation that's happening.
It all depends on the planet which is involved. It is like malefic or benefic, its dignity, its dasha, and all. So all those things get involved. So that's why, like, don't think in extremes. That okay, if
Yeah,
my Marka dasha is going on, I'm going to die. Nothing like that. Okay, I
yeah,
have gone through my Marka dasha, I didn't die.
yeah.
I'm
So,
such
so
a stubborn person.
just major transformation.
Right.
So if the planet is in the house or if the planet is not in the house, how is it? Like you said with Upachaya, if it's in the house and maybe more delay.
Right.
Um,
So if someone has too many planets in Marka houses, it shows that person may have lots of life transformative experiences. He may go through many life changing circumstances. Okay. Right. Shama, you were asking something?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Great. Then final categorization is of four Purusharth. Uh, So, as per like Vedic philosophy, there are four purushas. You can say they are like four tasks which we need to perform in our life, which every individual needs to perform in this life. They are four purushas or four tasks. Okay, they are dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Okay, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. First house, fifth house, ninth house is dharma houses. They are dharma houses. Dharma here doesn't mean religion. Okay. Dharma here means righteousness. Okay. What is the righteous path for you in this life? What are you supposed to do in this life? Okay. What you should be doing in this life. That is seen from dharma houses 159. Okay. If like many people ask during consultation, what is my life purpose and what I am here supposed to do in this world and all, then this 159 are most important houses. They show your dharmic path in life. It is again just the righteousness kind of thing. Like again, if we go back into the like Mahabharata or Bhagavad Gita discussion, Arjun is born as warrior, but trying to become a Brahmin. That I will go and I will take sannyas and I will like do meditation and all. His dharma, his righteous path is of a warrior. He should think of fighting the war. Rather, he is thinking about becoming a Brahmin all of a sudden, which is not possible. And the whole Bhagavad Gita discussion is regarding this only, pulling back again into his dharma, righteous path. Okay, so these three houses show our righteous path in life. Okay, dharma. Artha, there can be two meanings of earth houses. These are 2, 6, 10. Second house, sixth house, and 10th house. These are Artha houses. Artha means one like basic meaning, a lesser meaning will be money. Earth means money. Economics, Earth Shastra. Okay. So like artha, like basic lesser meaning is money. Higher meaning will be the purpose. Earth means purpose. Okay. So I we missed the fourth house means Shama.
So the house number four, it's not in the category. in the fourth category.
Which category?
So we started 1, 5, 9 and 3, 6, 10, 11. And then the last one, I think.
No, the fourth house came as Kendra house, if you remember. Like first, fourth, seventh, tenth, Kendra houses.
Okay. Thank
Right?
you.
Yep. Right. So, like second, sixth, and tenth, they are Eartha houses. So, for career matters, they are very important. What they you are going to do, because your career is going to like bring you money. Okay. But the higher meaning of Eartha houses is like purpose. What purpose you are here to serve. Okay. So, in Dharma houses, you realize your righteous path, and that serves some purpose in Artha houses. If we want to see in a sequential order, Dharma, Arth, Kam, Moksha. Dharma is like a righteous path, and Artha is like some sort of purpose, which like this righteous path is serving. So this is like 2, 6, 10. Then Kama houses are 3, 7, 11. 3, 7, 11. They are Kama houses. Okay. Uh, Kama houses means Kama means desire. Whatever is the desire, I may have a desire of starting this business. You may have a desire to like buy a car or a house and all. Whatever is desire. Okay. So Kama houses represents those desires. It's fine. I understand. It's like late night there.
Sorry,
No problem.
here.
So dharma, artha, and the kama. Okay. So dharma, I realized my righteous path. Artha is like I went in serve some purpose. That serving purpose is going to serve some of my desires. Okay. When I serve that purpose, that is automatically going to serve my desires. Calm. Okay, so these houses are Kama houses, 3, 7, 11. They are your Kama houses. And then finally is Moksha houses, 4, 8, 12. Okay, Moksha houses, 4, 8, 12. Okay, Moksha or the spiritual evolution, what does it mean? Like this sequence. This dharma, arth, kam, moksha. First of all, serve all your purposes and desires, then come into the spiritual world. Okay? People largely, like why all these like controversies or scandals around gurus happen. Okay? Many a times the person directly jumps into the spiritual world. He still has desire to earn money. He still has desire to be in relationship or to be like in family life, but he suppresses all those desires. He enters into like a spiritual world, and that's where the like all the scandals come up. Okay, so first explore everything you want to achieve. Your dharma, earth, calm, everything. Whatever you wanted to achieve that, and then move into like moksha, the spiritual houses. Okay, don't directly jump into the spiritual houses. Osho says that normally it is said that it is hard to find a real guru, but as per me, Osho says that as per me, it is difficult to find a real disciple because all the disciples have already become the teachers. People who are supposed to be disciples, they have already become the guru. Okay, so that's why like all the problem. So this is it. This is the final categorization. I hope it was helpful. Let me know if there is a question. Again, we are in the beginning phase of our class, so ask as many questions as you can ask. Don't feel that this person may not be relevant or related or like this may be stupid question to ask. Nothing is a stupid question. we should have our foundation strong, okay, so that we can understand later sessions in a better perspective. Yeah, Shama, Shankari.
Just the category of this Dharmartha Kama Moksha, there it was Upachaya, Maraka, and then is there a name for this category?
You can say Purusharths, four
Purush-
Purusharths.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so next, yeah, 159 Dharma, one, okay, 14710 you missed, Sham. Okay. Next session will be on gunas. That will be like the most important session. Please join it without fail. Okay. I understand if there's some urgency, then you can check the recording, but I would prefer to people to join live class. That will be much better. Uh, that even if you don't want to continue with this course or this class after like third session, fine, no hard feelings. But even then, this third session is going to help you throughout your life. Okay,
And the third
great.
session on next Saturday or next like this Sunday
Yeah.
or
Saturday for you, Sunday for me.
Sunday for me? Okay, wonderful.
Okay,
Thank you
great.
so much.
Thank you. Take care. All the best.
Thank you.